What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your eyes are not deceiving you. I know. We left you a week ago, but we are back. This is For the Love of Wrestling. What a hell of a week to return. Of course, I got my partner in crime, Young Baca. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, man? I'm drinking my avocado and banana smoothie. I'm telling you, man, I was told about this smoothie.
Self-love, bro.
No way it tastes good. I've had one every morning, man. I'm super
excited, gotta get that self-care in, get them nutrients and all
that.
All
about, man. That's what it's all about.
The day off. And I ain't gonna lie, because usually we won't get together on usually a day we got work and stuff. So, but I ain't gonna lie, me starting the day off a little bit early today kind of felt good. I usually have an early day.
I'm telling you, man, it's the best when you, as opposed to waking up hungover at 11 o'clock, you get up at 7 a.m. and you start working.
See, I don't know about the day. I don't know about the hungover part, but I do. I work late and wake up early for sure. But we got Mac Lowe. Mac Lowe's about to enter the room. Hold on, real quick. See if we can get Mac Lowe on the line. There we go. See if we can get him. Oh
yeah.
Oh, the champ is in the building. Connecting audio. We gotta wait. Look at he munching on us. He's
on Las Vegas time now, man. It's different.
I mean, it isn't, but he's still on the West Coast. What's going on, champ?
What's happening, man? I was just having some breakfast and my morning coffee. You understand me?
Yeah. We got that. That's why I addressed you with the new first name. But y'all, what's going on, y'all?
What up?
Hell of a week for one. I mean, I'm gonna start off. I'm a softball it right now because I know. I know that Mac could care less about this. I don't know how Young Baca feels about CM Punk, but and this is not even about his wrestling career. This is about his MMA career. You hear about this? He can say that now he only took one L officially because his last fight they overturned the win because was it Mike Johnson the last fight? I guess he tested positive for weed. So they're like,
my question is, how did we just now find about that?
How long ago was that?
I was gonna say, like, I think high key that is just being publicized now. Like maybe it happened before, and like nobody said nothing about it. And I was like, does Phil know about this? Does he even know to be like, nah, bro, it's not 0-2, it's 0-1-1. Get it right. Like
your word.
I'm like, but I mean. I read that. I was like, yo, that's kind of hilarious because he could low-key say, nah, man, I only took one L. Like, you know what I'm saying? Still. Like,
well, that does change everything if you're a 500 fighter compared to somebody that hasn't never got a win before.
I know, yeah, 100%. And in terms of like, it's just weird because I was like, yo, what is up with this bug right now? You got, was it Sha'Carri? And that whole thing. And then I was like, man, like, but does it make her faster? No,
absolutely not.
If anything, you'd be like,
if she smoked before the race and still beat you should be ashamed of yourself.
I was about to say, like
you should get 2 medals if that's the case.
Bro, like I was thinking the same thing because I was like, that's that lung capacity being altered, right? And then,
100%.
But then when you think about it, back in the day, they did the same thing to Michael Phelps. Remember? And this is after the fact. They didn't even catch him during. They caught him like it's like someone took a picture of him like high key through his window, bro. Yeah. And they were like, oh no. And I'm like, was he in training? Was he behind the safety, the privacy of his own home? Leave that man alone. No, they're gonna take his medals. Why? Because
weed is the most confusing thing because
bro,
it's legal in these states, it's illegal in these states, but it's federally illegal. You can fly into New York with it, but you can't fly out of Alabama with it. Weed is an extremely confusing thing, and I feel so bad for that woman because she did an amazing job. It was super impressive. You could tell that she stayed to herself. She had a weave in, she had her nails in, she looked popping. She literally became my favorite athlete. And to see her take it down that way over weed, it's unbelievable. We live in California. There's dispensaries on every single block.
Bro, yeah. I mean, like they're it's like storefront. I mean, there's no longer fronts no more. It's out there, but it's crazy, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, because I heard the whole story. She had lost her mom. I get it. You do what you do to cope, man. But I'm like, at the same time, like that's what I'm thinking with Michael Phelps. I'm like, if he hit the ball and was like, yo, I'm swimming laps on y'all still.
Yeah.
Y'all should be disqualified because y'all shouldn't have been here to begin with because y'all got beat by someone with compromised. But yeah, it's like stuff like that was like, okay, that's okay. I see where y'all going, but it's like so dumb, man.
And a sprinter's lifespan is so small. So the fact that she's going to miss this Olympics, there's no guarantee and actually the odds against her of qualifying for the next Olympics.
I mean, at the same
time, the only thing that gives me a little bit of glimmer of hope is the fact that she's only like 19 or 20 right now.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. You know,
so 24, she could still be in there.
I was gonna say, like, it's like every 4 years, right? Is how it runs, basically. Yeah. See, but that's the even thing right now is like, I'm hearing that they don't even have people showing up because they got a state of emergency over there. So it's like,
all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like, so if people are over there and not just cancel them motherfuckers, man. Just cancel them.
Like, you can't cancel Olympics, man. You can't cancel Olympics.
Okay, let me ask you, if they did, would anybody really care? No.
We wouldn't care, but there is people.
The athletes,
we follow the NBA, and just how we follow wrestling. Yeah. There's people that follow Olympics.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And of course, those athletes too. That
I'm thinking more.
Take the whole life to get there.
Yeah, I'm sympathizing more with.
I'm working on my Olympic athlete right now.
But at the same time, like, but as if you're an Olympic athlete and you see how they're treating these other athletes, are you like, yo, that ain't nothing to do with me? I'm trying to get my medal, or you?
Because
I think that's how you're thinking. Yep.
When you train for a situation that's 4 years out.
Yeah,
you gotta train in a way.
You gotta be selfish too. Yeah,
you peak at that 4 year moment.
Word. No, yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
A lot of them were in day of shape last year, and so now they have to try to maintain that for another 365. So if you push it out again, you run the risk of overdoing it, hurting yourself, and missing the next one in 2.5 3 years.
Especially trying to, like, you think about the pandemic and how that affected a lot of like the dietary stuff that they had to be consistent with. You know what I mean? But this is a wrestling podcast, but I just wanted to throw out that CM Punk thing because I was like, okay, this.
But I want to say really quick.
Yeah.
What is her name again? I'm sorry.
Sha'Carri.
I'm sorry.
She's literally not only one of my favorite athletes, but one of my favorite people right now, because the way she handled that. If it was me, I'll be bugging out, man. I'll be doing every interview. Yeah. I'll be doing every podcast. I'll say this is some BS, but she handled it with grace and class, so I applaud her for that.
Now I remember
excited to see what she becomes.
They did the same thing with Marion Jones too.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, but it was like, I think it was over PEDs though.
No, but Marion really had the.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. No, she was really like, And the only reason I knew is because, I went to school at Walnut and like near Mount Sac, so they were like, people were saying, oh yeah, she out here training on the track at Mount Sac. I'm like, why? Like, why? Yeah, but it was like kind of like Kanye going to Denver, right? Like it was just
kind of like Kanye going to, I don't know, Wisconsin or something like that.
Wyoming,
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, I was like thinking, I was like, okay, she just wants to be elusive and left alone. Apparently, I was like, ain't nobody know her around here. You know what I mean? But I digress, man. We did get two kind of big returns within a week.
Zelina
Vega. That was kind of I don't think it was that much of a shock. I think the way that they presented her was kind of like, oh, okay, this is how y'all bringing her in. It confirmed obviously that they were bringing her in, but we kept hearing a bunch of stuff about her being at the PC, hanging out with The Rock's daughter, and all this other stuff. And I even said, like, I think it's maybe a film project The Rock's doing with her and his daughter or something. But yeah, it looks like they worked something out. I mean, it's weird because, the whole third party stuff was the main thing.
Yeah.
But the person who was supposed to head up that new department, they fired him. They got rid of that department. So, like, what did you get fired for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's weird. I heard that there was an apology made. And if that's the truth, it ain't got nothing to do with us. I mean, if they made it square between them, that's cool. We could have our opinions, but the main thing is she got a place to make money. That's fine. That's the
word.
But
sidebar. We're just gonna get off the exit and get right back on.
Yeah.
Why it's like they choose not to let the return be dope.
Yeah, they're they always ruin it, right? They got to do something.
Think about it, like Money in the Bank is how far out? A week? 2 weeks?
I think it's about a week or two. Yeah,
a week out, right? So if you got her coming back, and you're putting her in the match, and you have a crowd finally coming back, why not make it a thing where they're trying to figure out who's going to be the last person, and then just let her music hit at the show, but instead we get a long, drawn out joint from the drip goddess. What's her name?
Yeah.
Sonya drags out the intro, and now we're like, okay, it's somebody. And then she says her name, and then there's a 2-second, 3-second pause, and then some music hits. So it's not, the impact isn't there.
Yeah.
It could have hit so much harder.
From a viewership, like from me watching at home, okay, I get why y'all did it that way. But yeah, if y'all know what y'all are about to get back to live crowds, y'all could have really saved that. Y'all could, especially because of the fact that ratings are shit. You could have done something that helped people want to watch. I mean, granted, she's on SmackDown, so it wouldn't have helped Raw at all. But when you think about, I mean, they could have done it like how they did with Brock. You know, even though Brock was kind of like, oh, my music's gonna hit at the last minute, and then I'm gonna run out and steal this joint. But if they waited till the actual event, that would have built up the suspense. You would have had people.
It would have made it more fun to me. I just like that.
Yeah, people would have wanted to tune in and be like, all right, I got an extra reason to tune in to Money in the Bank. Who's this person? You know, who is it? You know, is it someone new? Is it someone?
Because we're gonna be watching the rumors anyway.
Yeah,
because still know
because they don't know. Yeah, they don't know if it's someone that's coming in getting hot shotted to the main roster, someone from NXT getting their chance in the main. Yeah, it could be anybody. So it's like,
but when you tell us right before she comes out, then it kind of takes
and then they have, and then not only that, they have her, they put her in the match, and then they have her lose to Liv Morgan. I was like, what? I'm like, why have her lose?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they're building the Liv Morgan story, but I'm like, not at the expense of the return, but.
I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's back.
Yeah.
Back to the point. I am glad she's back. I am glad.
Oh, you glad she's back? I don't care if she's back or not. I
like Zelina, man. I like Zelina.
I ain't gonna lie. Like how
I've never seen Zelina do anything that I really enjoy. Except those couple months she was carrying Raw with a faction.
No lie. Like, and I hate it because like
that's not in the wrestling capacity though. That's in a.
I was just gonna say, like,
position.
I love and I hate that because you know what she can do, Baca, as like a manager. Promo.
Well, I don't know. I know what she can do as a manager, but every time everyone tells me, "Oh, you should have seen her when she was on this."
Well, I was just about to say. I was just about to say. I was like, it's sad because I wish you did see her.
Waste my time with that.
And when she was in TNA, she was doing some good stuff. But that's why when she appeared in WWE, I'm like, oh, for real? Okay, I thought you just like was over there and like gonna be hidden in obscurity forever because now that's the box you put yourself in with TNA. You're only seen by those who watch it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised that she came back in a wrestling capacity myself. Me personally, I was kind of bummed, but I was like, again, how I said it, I was happy to see that she got a place to work now. That's great. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be lying if I said, because me and Doc just reported last week with Andrade. He was asked about whether or not, he thinks Zelina might, try to make a go and join him at AEW. And he said, I can't say a lot, but I would love that. And then it was like, oh, okay, this seems like maybe a little bit of seeds plant. And then 5 days later, she with WWE. I was like,
and she deleted her tweet about unions, right? That's the most important thing.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, she went through all that for what? Because at the end of the day, like, they were trying to subsidize and get, basically get their cut from all the third party shit with the department they were building, and then they don't even exist no more. They got rid of it.
So is she still gonna be streaming?
I don't think so.
All that stuff.
I don't think so.
Because when she left, her stream started going up. Like she started really digging into that lane.
I mean, because I would think that maybe you would have thought that she would have been able to single-handedly create like a living off that. Yeah. At the height of it when everything happened, but I mean, I don't think you're gonna say no to a couple million every couple years from WWE.
Man, it's a weird time right now when you think about that part of it because with a lot of the releases going on, a lot of those people are heavily involved in up, down, down.
Yeah, you had Tyler Breeze that just got let go.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze has got let go, but I want to say he's still on the channel. Like they made a thing about him.
Yeah, he said that.
Same thing with the Jessamine. She's heavy.
Yeah, because she was doing a lot of the work behind the scenes on that, and a lot of people didn't know. So I mean, not like we would have known. I don't watch her wrestling anyways. I mean,
she. Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for up, down, down, I wouldn't have felt anything.
You said I wouldn't fuck with her. It wouldn't even be a. But you know what?
I also want to say, you can't blame somebody for during the crazy year we just went through. You can't blame somebody for trying to secure a future for themselves.
Yeah,
and secure millions. But I'm already seeing people on Instagram and Twitter saying, "Hey, she sold out, you know.
Bro, I was gonna say,
take care of yourself and your family.
I'm sure you guys saw
As
that
a family
video,
man
right?
myself, I understand, you know.
I don't know. I may be wrong. It looked like it was JD from NY. That was. I don't know. He's known for his like videos, but there's this dude, New York accent, just going off, just like they didn't appreciate you when you were there the first time. This is just like an abusive relationship. You keep coming back expecting it to change, and I'm like, yo, you need to calm the fuck down, bro.
First of all, you don't know what her bread looked like.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what the conversations were
yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's my thing. It's like whatever's between them, if it's already been settled, we could just have our opinion on it. But yo, we ain't got a right to be like, yo, you're dumb. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Yada yada.
Imagine if somebody nitpicked every decision I made throughout the day. Like,
yeah, they'll be like, why? Why did you choose the waves today, Mac?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, it's a bad attribute to be in somebody else's pockets. Like, who am I to tell Mac, hey, why would you buy that when you got to do that? Like, yo, man, I'm a grown man.
Like
my own decisions.
I think it's more appreciated the way the approach is if you do care, because obviously you care.
Right.
But when you're telling somebody, oh, you shouldn't have done, like, nah, bro. Like, you're not mean.
Yeah, the way you say things means a lot.
100%.
You can be saying, you know, you can have your feelings or your opinions on the matter and report on the matter. We over here talking about people's whole wrestling situations right now.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna be like, oh, she's dumb, or why would she do that? Because I'm not there. I don't know what those conversations are.
It had to be something blatantly like why.
Yeah, you gotta really do some dumb shit to be called dumb.
And it says a lot for wrestling, right? But
you gotta do some dumb shit.
Speaking of dumb things, like WWE. Yo, so Aleister Black, aka Malachi Black, aka Tommy, and I'm gonna call him Tommy because I'm not too excited about the Malachi thing, but he made his return. AEW.
Malachi Black.
He's like, oh, I don't like that Malachur with a harder. You're gonna have to hit with no, but he came out of nowhere. This was AEW's first show.
That was a dope return. Low key, exactly what I just said.
So the funny thing about it is everyone's like, yo, Andrade low key mad because he ain't had that kind of pop when he came out.
Yeah, bro. Lights go off, lights come on. My boy standing there, suited and booted.
Like a lot of people said that the way that they did it was genius because when they teased the light earlier in the night, but it was like, oh, we may be having technical difficulties, and then so when it happened again, no one really was like, oh, you know, you didn't hear that low rumble, but then when it happened, I was like, yo, what the? I was like, and then when I read about it, I was like thinking, yo, it ain't even been like 3 months yet. How? And then you hear about, and I got to get your. I know I love asking Baca about the business practices of the World Wrestling Federation, man, or entertainment. So apparently, when they moved Aleister from NXT to the main roster, so this is not even like it just happened. It's slipped beyond the cracks for like years. So when he moved from NXT to the main roster, they forgot to update it from 30 to 90 days, the non-compete. So it wasn't even like it was done on the way out. This is like they had all the time in the world to correct this, but yeah, they just didn't catch it. And that's why I don't feel bad at all. Like Doc was like, my brother was like, I bet you Aleister's a lawyer or attorney was like, hey, yo, Aleister. or Tommy. Yo, you see this shit? Yeah, I seen this shit. All right, be quiet. We ain't gonna say nothing. And then on day 29, we just gonna drop a little visual, and then on day 30, we free, baby. You know?
Hey, that's funny.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was. I was surprised. But yeah, when I read about that 30-day, 90-day thing, I was like, yo, like
you think that's why when he left, he was one of the only people that didn't immediately go to talk to Jericho and trash the company.
I mean,
he was like, I'm gonna play it low key. I'm gonna just slide out. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. I see you. I'll call you.
Well, probably. Well, I think it's 2 reasons. He probably did that because he's like, hey, I'm not gonna fuck up my wife's money.
Yeah.
You know, but then see, a lot of people are like, they got these theories going. They think that it was like a deal where like they was able to get Zelina, and Zelina was like, well, I'll sign, but you gotta, you know, my husband wants to be able to work quicker than 90 days. Like they think that maybe there was like some behind the scene deal thing. Alternatively, a lot of people think that's kind of the same thing that happened with Andrade and Charlotte. Because remember, Andrade didn't have a non-compete. They just didn't even give it to him. And with Charlotte at the time, she wasn't even on TV, but there was a lot of shit going on with the whole COVID thing that they were saying.
Yeah.
So it seemed like there could be like that's what's so funny. Both those couples are like linked forever, even though they have nothing to do with each other except for Zelina and Andrade, right? Yeah. And so that's why I thought it was funny. I'm like, so Andrade's in AEW, and then he talks about Zelina, but then she shows up in WWE. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. But then there's rumors about Alistair being brought back. Nope, we bringing Malachi over to AEW. I was like, yo, so is Charlotte about to jump ship, or what's going on now at this point? You know what I mean? Like,
that would be the biggest,
the biggest
Charlotte left.
Yeah, word. No, like, and it's like, I don't know if she's like, what else does she have to do there? You know what I mean? Like, high key, they kind of gave her everything at a quick.
Low key, she could leave, just go on a crazy indie run, make some bread everywhere else, knowing that she can always come back. But I don't see her doing that.
She can't go to the
like
indies.
A lifer.
She can't go to the indies because the fans will the fans are gonna attack her, bro. Yeah, you're gonna. I mean, bro. First of all, thank God for being back to live fans. But dude, when I saw that dude run up on Jericho on Dynamite, I was like, oh, that's why we didn't have live fans for a while.
We're just gonna keep it in the dumb shit category that we're in. That was dumb.
Yeah, I was like,
and Jericho tried to steal on him.
Yeah, he did. And you know what's funny though? When I saw that the segment started, like I'm listening to MJF, but the whole time I'm staring at Jericho. I'm like, oh, he mad. He pissed. Like he's like, this mother. Not even in the traditional way. He's like, oh, this fool tried to steal my spotlight. You know what I mean?
And it was funny because MJF was trying to like
play with it.
Between me and you, and like
he's
trying
like,
to get back.
Yeah, no, none of you, one of you other you fat hicks want to come into the ring. I'm like, okay, that was good. And then he got Jericho
he's trying to get back on track, and Jericho was just sitting over there hot. Like,
but I was like, at least Jericho took the high road. He was just like, yeah, Y2J's been dead for a while, and by the way, I could have let that dude beat you up, but I was like, okay, yeah, do that. Don't be like, oh, don't ruin the segment because you hot, man. I know Chris could be a little sensitive, Chris could, just but yeah, man, I'm still tripping. We got Aleister Black. I mean, of course, this just led to more memes of like the posters, like the All Elite posters with all the WWE. Have you seen that? It's like they don't even use like the new promo pics. It's all the WWE old promo pics. And I'm like, why you got this old ass Tully pic on here, bro? No, he got hair still. He got the muscles on him. I'm like, I get it, man, but like, I guess that's the only thing I've been kind of frustrated with is like, I see both sides. I see the perception with AEW trying to sign, and that's not what it is, but it looks like they're trying to sign every big name that's released from WWE, but they'd be kind of dumb if they didn't go after him. You know what I mean?
Nah,
especially if it's like a lost opportunity or like the potential wasn't like fully exploited. You know what I mean?
It's a thin line.
Yeah.
Because you want to say on one hand, the argument is they're signing all these WWE guys, all these ex-WWE guys. And that can be an argument, right? When you say you want to be different and you want to be an alternative to what we've been getting.
Yeah.
And then you sign a bunch of ex-WWE guys, there's an argument there. But just being devil's advocate, the only brand of wrestling that was really out is WWE. So anybody with a name is an ex-WWE guy.
Yeah,
so
that's why I was thinking
yourself, you're gonna have guys who used to work for WWE. So it's a thin line. It's one thing if they're actively just like, oh, as soon as this guy's contract is up, we're taking him. But it's not exactly like
get him. It's not like the Monday Night Wars where Eric Bischoff had the checkbook out and ready, like just waiting for someone's contract.
I think it's a thin line between targeting ex-WWE dudes and the fact of the matter being anybody that has a name that isn't on WWE probably built their name on WWE.
And I think that's the only thing is like it falls like it's a default just because I'm like, well, yeah, they are an ex-WWE guy because that's like the only biggest company around. But at the same time, as a company that's trying to gain new viewers, it makes sense to bring in some familiar faces from other places to try to get that viewership. But yeah, it's just I don't know, it's because the argument I use all the time, I'm like, yeah, but look at the WWE. Like most of the guys from ROH, bro. Like ROH, PWG, New Japan. Like
they gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah, and I was like, so it's like, so if any one of those guys, you're gonna be like, oh, he's next WWE guy. I'm like, no, that guy's been everywhere. He's worked here, and here. I'm like, he just happened. His latest line of work happens to be under WWE,
that was the only place to go for a long time too. Well, I'm not a big AEW fan, but that was the only place to go.
No, and to be honest, like when you think about it, there's guys like Braun Strowman who are just homegrown. They didn't even do indies. They just went straight through there. So it's like,
I'll tell you like this: if the Big Three basketball league ever got shamed, why you got all these ex-NBA guys in this league? Get your own guy. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's the only other basketball league.
Yeah, word.
There's nowhere else for basketball players.
You're like, they ain't playing for the Globetrotters, bro. Like,
like where else you supposed to get basketball players from?
You ever watch the Big Three, Mac?
Yeah.
It's a little tough to watch. It's a little tough.
Sometimes
I tried. I tried.
It has moments.
I like what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
In terms of Cube. Yeah, I mean, because they used to show it on TV too. They used to show it on TV a lot more. But I ain't gonna lie, it'd be cool to be like, oh shit, is that where he went? I was wondering what happened to this guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So imagine if everybody was mad that Joe Johnson was in the Big Three.
Yeah.
It's like, who else is supposed to play in this league?
See, and that's the other thing too. Is like why are y'all mad? Like, okay, if they get released from WWE, shouldn't y'all be happy that they have another place to work? Like, if you're being
weirdos,
like
that's not how internet wrestling community works.
Y'all should be taking a pay cut and working the indies and TNA. Y'all should it's like, okay,
it's fucking stupid.
It's not like it's like not like I ain't worked on the road for the last couple of years of my life and developed my own a new lifestyle I need to support now. So I don't know, it's weird. But speaking of lifestyles, before we I was gonna say, but before we venture off on the end of this episode, JImmy Uso, man.
Dumb shit, period. Post number 3.
Like the whole what they said, the one I've been seeing is 205 drive instead of live.
.205 drive.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like, I mean, like somebody pointed this out to me, right? I'm like, look, if you like to drink, whatever, but Lowe, you make this much money. You're a main roster guy. Why don't you pay for an Uber?
Not only a main roster guy, he's in the main event. He's in the main event storyline.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. If he stopped today, he's in the Hall of Fame.
I would love to say WWE should provide him with a driver, but I mean, he's a grown man. He's a
grown ass man.
See, it's funny you say that because they used to do that with like Andre, right, and like a few other people. Like they would put the young guys with the old guys. Obviously to bend their ear a little bit, get some game, but it was because they knew that they liked the party and they need someone to drive them around and make sure that they get to the next town. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't control them on the road.
In the NFL, if you're an NFL player, you could always call a number and somebody will come pick you up. If you're at a club and you're too drunk, you say, "Hey, I'm gonna see my car here." You call this, 166.
That's dope. That's dope.
Somebody picks you up.
And then Baca's gonna be right there to extort them when they're drunk.
I'm about to make that.
It's like, can I get this drop for Young Baca production?
Yeah.
I'm about to move again, guys. I'm moving
because
to Florida.
Because NFL had a huge issue.
No, don't move to Florida, bro. We ain't never
moving to Florida, and I'm gonna be the guy on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'm too drunk. I'm like, I got you. I'm getting out of bed right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're like JImmy.
But the NFL had a huge issue with DUIs.
JImmy, you didn't hire me, but I'm the driver you want. I'm gonna be everywhere. I got you,
bro. I'm just driving like 2 miles per hour outside the party, waiting for the just like
I don't see no. Is that? Oh wait, who's that out there doing the hockey dance? Oh damn it, it's JImmy. Let me go. It's like, oh, that's my ride. Yeah, I mean, okay, like all jokes aside, like there's a lot of people out there.
He would be a great guy to hang out with at the bar, though, right?
I would think so. Like 100%.
Like it'll be such a good time.
Both those guys got great personality, but that's why it's like I don't know, man. It's like people are that's the stench everyone's been smelling is like, oh, this guy has a problem. Do you believe that? Like,
well, he definitely has a problem. If you have 3 DUIs, you definitely have a problem. 100%.
Making the same mistake.
Well, see that's what I.
But in this country, we don't treat alcoholism the same way we treat other
drug addictions. Yeah, no, see, that's what I was going to ask. Though,
take alcohol out and insert any other thing, and you'll be like, yo, he's got an issue.
Yeah, this guy's
exactly. Yeah. See, like is it the same mistake or is it just him? See, I'm trying to figure out. Is it alcoholism or is it just him enjoying a good time and not knowing?
Responsible.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
3 DUIs, it's alcoholism, 100%. Okay. And you could say, well, the alcohol makes him make poor decisions.
Now that I think about it, wasn't the last time he got pulled over was with Naomi, and they had that whole thing with the cops, right? Where he was like, getting bucked.
Yeah, my thing is, he was driving. They said he was doing 50 and a 35 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So at that point, that lets me know that however much he was drinking, he was driving in a headspace where you wasn't even paying attention to that, or you didn't care? One or the other.
I was thinking to himself, I got to get myself home.
I was thinking that, and then he was like, "Oh, it's around this time. I could pass with 50 and a
35. But if you know you've been drinking, you don't smash because you draw attention to yourself.
You go extra. You make sure you stop
right on
10 and 2. I was going to say
10 and 2. If the speed limit is 45, I'm doing 44.3, bro.
Yeah, word. Like I seen that video where there's a guy on the freeway and there's a cop next to him and they're driving the same. And he's like, dude, I can't drive faster than him, so I'm gonna keep up. And it's like this 3-minute video where the cop finally slows down to pull him over because he can't pull him over if he's next to him. And I was like, yo, I'm that dude. Like I'm driving.
Get that on the way out here.
Yeah, I'm that dude when I'm sober. I'm so scared of cops. I'm that way when I'm 100%. Sober. If I see 100%. A cop, I'm making a left. Even doesn't matter where I'm going. I'll make a left. I'll go around the block one time, man. I've seen too many videos. A dude like me. Reaching my pocket for my license, and that's it, man. That's it.
You're gonna have to like duct tape it up against the driver's side window, so because they're gonna look at they're like, oh, you like Kobe, huh? Oh, I see you.
I avoid cops at all costs, man.
They're gonna look at your tattoos. You're like, oh, you gang related. Yep. What's this YPB, huh? What's this YPB?
Yep, I've seen all these videos, man. I avoid them at all costs, man.
Nah, bro. Like,
you get away with it.
It's one of those things. Yeah, that's why. Like, it's like, why even risk it? Especially someone with his history, right? Why even risk it?
You have so much money.
And then on top of that,
$75, take the loss.
Say, let me ask you this though. It's like, who is he drinking with? Because if you drinking by yourself, stay the fuck home and drink at home.
Nah, it's fun
and if you drinking with the homies, who are the homies that keeps letting you leave?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, if you know, like, bro, like if I know I'm going out with the homies to drink, I'm not driving. Like if I have his history, I'm not driving. I'm gonna bring my cash with me. Either I'm riding with a homie to get there and have to find a ride back, or a homie could take me back too. But knowing I have that, nah, bro. Because this is 3. So
he makes bad decisions, man. But that's Simone blood, man. You know, Simone blood gets in your system.
So I mean, like, what happens?
I'm not pointing out any stereotypes, but
no, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's like one of those things where like you hear that these dudes like to put him away. You know what I mean? And but you don't see the same behavior from Roman Reigns, and who's known to do the same thing. John Cena's known to be drinking. He's a legend at the bar too. You don't see him doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really how you
even if he looked at his phone and it said the Uber price was 5 times the amount, it's $150. You take that loss because I'm sure you would have paid $150 not to deal with this right now. You know,
you're gonna be paying more than that. I mean, look, his bond was $500. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
DUI costs about 10 G's, man. When it's
I mean, I was saying just for the night of him having to spend the night in jail, that's already a $500 trip on top of what you paid for at the bar. You know, so you might as well take the $150.
Mad at you.
Word.
The kids looking at you funny.
Bro,
you can't go to work. You can't work.
Mr. McMahon's mad at you. That's what was scared.
I ain't messing with your chicken.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They done sold me.
Big Dog's upset with you.
I was gonna say they done sold me a storyline, so I'm thinking Roman's like, no, I don't even want to see this cat. Yeah, but I was thinking, I ain't gonna lie though. At the same time, I was like, so how they gonna fit this into the storyline? Like, oh, Jimmy was drinking because he just couldn't stand not being by his brother's side. I'm like, how y'all gonna flip this? Because y'all will entertain this when it's Jeff Hardy and Sheamus and Elias getting hit with a car, and y'all never even go back to that old terrible
shit. Never
shit.
Even touch back on it, right?
Yeah, it's like, and then now it's like, okay. I mean, not that I would want them to use it, but I'm like, it's there. Especially when you put out, and I said it before, everything we do represents the family. I'm like, he can use that as, but the fact that he's kind of low-key solo now, I don't know what that means. They may have to bring back Jay a little early. I don't know what they were doing with that.
Yeah, man. It's a tough situation. I just hope that whatever the situation is, as far as if he's really in a place where he's drinking too much, or if he's just he ain't even drinking that much, he just keep getting caught with
that's why I'm trying. Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure if it's that too much.
It might be that too.
Or
it could be that too. But whatever it is, I hope he gets it ironed out, man.
Because when you're about to fight the police, bro, you're not in the right mind, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But like you said, 3 times, 3 separate occasions, and each one the story leans in a way that it's like, okay, he was
almost a little bit worse. Yeah. I mean, man. The only other person that was able to do this and still keep their job and is working today is Randy Orton, right? I mean, he's had more than 3 violations, but of course they make a special occasion for the Viper, which hey, I get it. This guy's great. You don't want to let him go nowhere else.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. That's all I can say right now about that. I just really hope. I mean, if it's the help he needs, then yeah, I hope he gets that. I feel bad just because, again, I can only imagine the whole locker room being pissed because you're like, bro, like you're getting 3 segments a week, and we ain't even on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Dad has to go on DMC and he sees that you got another DUI, right?
Well, I'm thinking the locker room's like, yo, there's people not being used or not as prominently used, and they're like, yo, like, what are you doing? Because I'm thinking
people getting released right now, bro. Every week somebody getting released. Well,
so what I heard is like after the second time, they were seriously going to release him. The same incident with the whole cop thing. They were, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, we've seen them release people. Dude, they released Braun Strowman, and he just had a WrestleMania match. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, but Braun Strowman isn't Jimmy Uso, right? Like, yeah. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's a weird situation, but I really hope things get. I mean,
we're about to get the Usos versus God.
Well, see, shit. Maybe. I mean, shit. I mean, if they have to get rid of one, they might have to figure out how to fuck. You see that? And see, again, me as a twin, that's why this hurts me. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I know Jay is probably like, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, like every time he gets some momentum, because there was the DUI first that slowed them down heading into WrestleMania, and then they hot shotted them to kind of get them back on track. Then there was an injury.
Yeah, with that weird triple threat ladder match.
Yeah. So now you would think, okay, he's back. We're finna build back up.
You got to make up for lost time. Yeah, 100%.
But
get back on top, get these tag titles, and then because no lie, when Jimmy came back, I was like, finally we can get some Uso tag team matches again. There's a new crop of tag teams that could use it.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. It's strange. By the way, I guess it's worth noting just before we sign off here. Tegan Knox is back.
Did she do what I said she should do?
Tegan Knox, no, so
I'm pretty sure I saw her in the Stone Cold Steve Austin shorts.
Let me see. Okay, so now that I remember, she had the oversized flannel shirt with the short shorts,
like Raven.
And then slowly that she folded it up. Yeah, so like, but I ain't gonna lie, that's not who I expected to show up. I was like, because I remember seeing those vignettes with the recharge of the battery, and it's 91%, 81%, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you think that maybe that's like an old boy who like broke both his legs a couple years ago? What's his name? Ridge Holland.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, it's been a minute, and he was doing that thing with Pat McAfee, but then dude, that same night he got fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
I forgot all about that.
I was thinking maybe Finn Balor, like the battery's like, oh, I'm back, I'm recharged, I'm back from the title, and then it's Tegan Knox. I was like, oh, we were talking about her a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I thought we was over this. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they were like, I don't know, the way they were like, oh, she's going after what's her name? Johnny Gargano's wife. I was like, why? I was like, wait, is she the one?
Lacey?
Yeah, I was like, is she the one?
Stacey? What's her name?
I don't know why. For some reason, I was about to call her.
People that look like that have two names, Lacey or Stacey.
For some reason, bro, I'm like, why am I calling her Heidi in my head for some reason? I don't know.
Heidi.
Yeah, Heidi.
The names get wider and wider.
Yep, Heidi.
It's like, why can't I remember this chick's name, dude?
Lacey, Stacey, and then Heidi might be the whitest name for a girl.
Dude, this is so weird. I don't know why. Candace, bam. I was like, what is this chick's name? I was like, yo, I don't even remember that she's the one that took you out or whatever the situation. I don't remember none of that. So
Candace LeRae, that's where I got Lacey from.
There we go.
Fucked me up.
Oh man, Lacey LeRae. There you go. Yeah.
Candace Lacey.
Candace.
Heidi LeRae.
I got what it was like, I mean, I know she had E's and I's in her name, so I was like, is it Heidi though?
Nah, see, because if somebody was named Heidi in WWE, they would definitely have on all green pigtails and like a shillelagh or some shit.
Funny you say that. Funny you say that about the green because Ruby Riot's first wrestling name was Heidi Lovelace, and she had green hair. So yeah, I was like, that kind of you on point, man. So I mean, we do got Fyter Fest next week. I don't know if it's worth throwing a prediction since it's like a 2-night thing. If you want, we can wait till Money in the Bank, get some predictions in.
Money in the Bank.
That sounds a little bit more stable to me. I don't know. I mean, AEW.
Money in the Bank has fans, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping. It would be really dumb.
Last week. This is the last week, right? Where we
thanks for saying. I wanted to double check what that date was for Money in the Bank. I don't know if it's not this Sunday. It's next Sunday, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's next Sunday.
Yeah,
because
this is the last week in the Thunderdome, right?
I'll be at the crib.
I was about to ask because I mean you in LV now, right?
It's down the street, baby boy, but
yeah,
I'll be at the crib.
I was about to ask you. You talking about for SummerSlam?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be in town. If I can drop by and say what's up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
I don't got no furniture, so this is the only thing I got.
Hey, I'll bring my own chair. We good. Let me see. 20.
Are you going to SummerSlam?
Yeah, I am.
That's out, man.
But I'm kind of July 18th. So yeah, that's gonna be next Sunday. That's gonna be Money in the Bank. Yeah, we can get the predictions in for next week. But yeah, I'm doing SummerSlam. I'm just kind of worried now because I was like realizing there's gonna be a lot of dirty motherfuckers that are gonna be there probably.
Yeah, they're called wrestling fans.
Oh man, neck beards and Cheeto dust.
We talk about like hand sanitizer. These guys have.
Hey, what is it?
3 months, man.
I'm gonna wrap my hands up like I'm wrestling.
We have to change the culture, fellas.
Yeah, no, we gotta normalize. This is what wrestling fans look like. We have to normalize this, right?
Being clean, have good hygiene, being able to keep a girlfriend, like
be able to keep the beard trimmed.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's just funny because like that's low key what I set out to do. Like when I started pushing the pedal back down on like kind of doing more of the. I used to just drop wrestling gems, right? Just like little bars. But then I was like, I'm gonna just fucking put my pedal on this because I was like, at the end of the day, like I was like, I'm just like if I do shows and stuff, I'm just gonna show up with my shirts on, but like fly, like chain on, like
that's why
I want to change the way we look. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I wanted to be like, that's a look. Okay, that's a fit. Okay, cool. Like I don't know, man. It's there's more to us.
I think there's a couple black podcasts that are doing that. Like the Dirty Heels, the Fly Cats,
Black Wrestling Podcast,
Black Wrestling Podcast,
Black Announce,
the homies up north, the Public Enemies.
Oh, Public Enemy, yeah. Shout out to 20 by 20, they doing their thing too, man.
But when I see us and everybody in the Discord, all the homies, I'm like, we're sprinkled in, but when I go to these shows. It's so easy.
Yeah, man, bro.
It's so easy to be the coolest guy in the entire building.
Sometimes it's so easy that you stand out. Ain't it? Like it's like,
and it shouldn't be like that.
Nah, I was like
that because I'm regular as hell.
Don't look at me the same way you seen Topanga Lauren show up at PWG. Like this is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
This ain't a special occasion. This is what
like if I'm going out, bro. My shoes. Like I remember when I first got this shirt, the Face That Run the Play shirt. I had some Nikes that was blue and gray that matched the shirt. Threw on the Levi's, had the leather jacket on at the fit, and I'm like, I could be going to the wrestling show, and then right after this, I could be going to a party, bro.
Bro, like it's funny.
Y'all came out in like straight up basketball shorts with taco stains on them, and an old T-shirt with a hole in the armpit,
and a taco cart in miles, so we don't know where
and a dirty ponytail with foggy glasses.
The greasy, dirty
get your
ponytail.
Shit together, because you're making it to where girls don't want to come to the show. And so now I got to look at a bunch of you motherfuckers all the time,
bro. Like, and I know this is where Baca is gonna laugh his ass off, but like, tell me why someone hasn't had the wherewithal to create like a wrestling fans like app, right, where you can connect with like an actual, you can get together with a girl that likes your shit. You know what I mean?
There'll be 2 million males and there'll be
15
females.
4 girls that
look
like Heidi.
You're gonna have to cut it down to like radius outside the city.
It'll be Heidi, Lacey, Stacy.
I know you guys see those. I know you guys seen those girls on Instagram that the whole personality is that they're wrestling fans and they look below average, but they got 25,000 followers because if people find a girl that's into wrestling, she automatically jumps up a few spots.
Yeah, bro. Oh, she has wrestling and she has boobs.
So the guy that lives in his mom's basement in Bakersfield is all over.
He's like, no lie. It's like every time he gets the follow, he does a follow request and then it gets accepted. He's like, so you're saying there's a chance? Like that is like a bunch of those guys, right? And it's just like
100%.
But there are, and that's at the same time there are some. I don't know if they're just like IG models, whatever, but there's some out there that are actually about.
No,
there's one that I follow that's unbelievable.
Bad chicks that like wrestling.
Unbelievable.
Shout out to all of y'all. But
yes,
since we're on the subject, we have to, another thing we got to pay attention to. When you do see girls at the wrestling shows and you do see these weirdo, dirty ponytail motherfuckers being weird, check them for being weird, bro.
Yeah, bro, because you don't want, you're like, yo, I'm sorry about that. That's not how it normally goes at these places. Like,
no, that's how it usually goes.
They get around girls and they don't know how to act, and they doing too much. So
they're ruining it for everybody. They ruin it for everyone.
Don't be a creep at the wrestling show, dog. Just come watch wrestling. Keep your funky ass in your seat, and
cheer for who you want to cheer for. Don't get extra. You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to pop quiz nobody.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he hit him with that so and so from that match back, and y'all seen that back in '78. Y'all, no one. That's not why we showed up.
Leave people alone, man.
Yeah, bro. Like did I tell you about that time I went to Revolution right before everything shut down, and I think I may have told you, there was just two dudes next to me. One was a white dude, one was a black dude. I was mad at the black dude the whole show. It had nothing to do with the fact that I just had to tell who the difference is. White dude is like, you can tell he brought him to the show to show him, yo, this is the new shit. And he hung up on all the old shit. Like, cause like Jake Hager was there and all you hear him. That's all I hear. Yo, is that Jack Swagger? Yo, get your ass out here, Jack Swagger. Oh, we the people. Like just the whole match. And everyone's just like, yo, you need to shut your boy the F up. Like he's ruining what we know where he's from. But we're here to see what he's doing. And hit him with the ankle lock. Oh, Patriot lock. We're like, dude, shut your boy. Like, get your boy out of here. Like, it was not conducive to everyone else's viewing experience. But yeah, we need to, again, normalize normalness in these shows.
Normalize having some swagger at a wrestling show. Have a little bit of juice.
Some damn sense. And some game wouldn't help.
Just a little bit. And it could be called Only Slams.
There you go.
Slams.
It's like I can see like, damn girl, if you was in any show, I'd stay after the show to pick up the chairs for you. It's so stupid. So like I can imagine the pickup lines. It's like it's gonna be all wrestling.
And you know what my finisher is? It's the Blue Chew Thunder Bomb.
I'm like, ooh. Yeah, they call me the Blue Chew Blazer. What's good, girl? It's like, God damn. I can see. I don't want to do that then now because now I'm imagining all the usernames are just gonna be like, yeah, this is why we didn't need to do this at all. Y'all, now y'all need to meet people in public and not.
Nope, it's just gonna get worse.
Oh man, but you know what?
It's gonna get worse.
I want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me early morning Friday Flow Show for the Love of Wrestling, man. Be sure to follow us all the time, man. It's everywhere you go to get your social media. That's Flow Wrestling Show and Flow Wrestling Pod on Twitter and Facebook respectively. Also, we're every week except for last week, but most weeks every week we're here on YouTube, man. Check us out again for the Love of Wrestling, and of course audio is always uploaded for the Young Baca Productions podcast network. I'm Quincy Jones Go. We had Young Baca as well as Mac Lowe. You guys want to promote whatever y'all want to promote, man?
Young Baca Productions. We out here, baby.
That's it. Hey, you ain't got no shows or nothing?
I got a whole bunch of shows. Too much to name.
So
we out
there
here.
You go.
All you gotta know. All you gotta know. We out here, baby.
Okay. Champ.
It's Mac Lowe, the champ of the Flow Show. We're gonna change it to the Low Show in case you ain't no show. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the new era.
I don't like this guy, Baca.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Oh man, we don't know what have we done? Nah, you know what? Shout out to all y'all, man. Miss y'all, man. Like I said, I'm gonna stop by and say what's up, man, for that SummerSlam rub for sure, man.
Sir.
But next week we're gonna get into Money in the Bank. Hopefully we'll get Brian on. If not, we'll probably get his picks. But yeah, man. Hopefully all four of us can get on because I don't think we've all four predicted for a belt in a while.
Nope.
So, and we got Mac's first defense coming up, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure.
A fatal four-way for the ages.
Especially with it being Money in the Bank, that's one of my favorites. So
yeah, I'm
for sure.
Definitely
probably the most volatile pay-per-view. Super unpredictable.
Love Money in the Bank.
I like that's the only one that I think I love that it's a match type that end up being a pay-per-view, like because like Hell in a Cell, you know what I mean? Like after y'all got to wean on that.
You don't need Hell in a Cell to be Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but anyways, man, that's been the Flow Show for the Love of Wrestling. Until next week, this has been the Flow Horseman. We out. Peace.